Hello everybody. Today we will be talking about 4D objects. So, you see this cube right here? With the dial, you see how it does nothing? Think again. I move it and it changes its shape. So like I can make it blue. If I just move it barely, it becomes normal colors. Right? So, I move this dial. It changes where we look. I move this dial. It changes where we look. I move this dial. It changes its shape completely. So, if we move the dial, then we will be able to see these objects. You see how it changes shape depending on how I'm moving this dial? That is 4D. All I'm doing is I'm just changing the perspective from where I am looking right now. And when I change the dial, I'm looking in front of me or behind me. So when I go over here, I'm looking behind me. When I'm right here, I'm looking to the side. When I'm looking right here, if I'm looking right here, I'm looking at the middle. And when I'm all the way over here, I'm seeing the whole thing. If you look at it right here, you change the perspective like this, you'll be able to see the whole thing. As long as you just have it like this. As long as you keep moving this dial, you'll be able to see everything around you at all times. So, we move the dial over here, we're able to see purple. If we move the dial over here, we'll be able to see even more purple. If we move it right here, it'll just be a cube. If we move this dial, then it bounces up and down. If we change the perspective of where we see, then it moves depending on where we see it. Right here, you can see that it's kind of in the shape of a diamond. A diamond is a blue shape that looks like this. Shiny particles all around it, right? But this looks 3D, right? You see the momentable angle. You see, so look at it this way. So, this right here is 3D, which is the third dimension. But right here is the fourth dimension. I shall color it in a different color to represent the fourth dimension. So I shall use green. You see how it's different. So, right here, there's only 1, 2, 3 dimensions. Well, here there's 1, 2, 3, 4 dimensions. So, right here is the fourth dimension. Because what we do is we just change the perspective of how we look at it. So like we can change the color, we can change its angle of how we look at it. So like if I do this now, it'll just become a diamond again. Right? If I do this, it becomes a triangle. It's a triangle now. Or a cone. Kind of like a ice cream cone. So, now, you do this. It has more dimensions. It has 1, 2, 3. So look, 1, 2. So, we take this side. We can put this side on the other side. See? You can put it on the other side. So I shall create my own fourth dimensional shape. So, if we put all of these dimensions in one, then we can take this square, put that one over here, and we can take this square, put this square over to this side. But here's where it gets interesting. So we can have this shape, put that on that side. We can have whatever this is, go over to that side. You can have any shape and put it on that side, as long as it's in the dimensions. Now, if you look closely at this, you will see that there are these lines, kind of like 3D lines. The reason why is because we can only see the three-dimensional platform, while a fourth dimensional creature, whatever it is, can see all 4 dimensions. It can see all 4 dimensions, and it can see all around this shape. So, technically speaking, if this 4th dimensional creature pulled you, let's just say this line is you, or just make this a stick figure, pulled you into the 4th dimension, then you would be able to see only 3 dimensions. But if you were a 4th dimensional creature, then you would be able to see 1, 2, 3, 4 dimensions. So now let's talk about physics. So if you for some reason jumped out of your bed, let's just say that you jumped out of your bed, right? So that's your bed, right? You jump out of your bed. Then you start floating in the air, right? And then with the right amount of frequency, then you would be flung through this wall from the third dimension to the fourth dimension. So then you would be able to see every single thing in the fourth dimension all at once. You would be able to see everything, right? And then all of a sudden you get flung back into the third dimension. That is a very bad picture. 1 second. Then you get flung back into the third dimension. From the fourth dimension. So you would be not in your bedroom, but you would be somewhere else, like the room beside it. So, like your brother's bedroom or something. He's just chilling on his bed on his phone. That looks like a gun. He's chilling on his phone. Chilling on his phone. And then he looks up at you with his phone down on his bed. And he says to you, "How did you get in here?" Right? But then, if you had to explain what happened, he probably wouldn't believe you. That he says that's not real. And then he just walks away. You told him the You told him the truth. You told him the truth, right? But he just does not believe you. Because obviously he doesn't know what you saw, so he would just believe that you're just lying. But yeah, that's all for today. Bye.